Hello there and welcome to Grow Smart with GrowDen.
This video is all about using hydroponic drip systems. Now, grow blocks work really well in flood systems, but they work fantastic in the drip systems. And there are many advantages as to why. First, you can use a smaller stock tank. Number two, watering from the top flushes out all the old food, thereby avoiding salt buildup. Number three, you get more active plants by watering more frequently with less water. I'm going to show you how to convert a 3x3 flood table into the drip system. Okay, now we're ready to assemble our drip system. First, you take your 1/2-inch tubing and you put it right through the hole in the bottom of your tray. Then you take the end of the tubing and attach it to your pump. Put it back in your tray. You get your tubing, you find your hole punch, you punch in a hole, just like so. Place your insert in the hole. Takes a little bit of twisting. Then you find your spaghetti tubing, place it on the end of the insert, and take your stake and put it in the other end of the hole. Good. Now our last piece. Take the end of the tubing, pinch it off, and install a zip tie. There we go. And that completes your drip system. Keep in mind that pumps showing gallons per hour on the box are usually low pressure, meaning that there is a limit to how much water they can push. Rule of thumb: the pump can lift the water 1 to 2 feet up and 6 to 8 feet out. If your system is bigger than that, just add an extra pump. You have probably seen the 1/2 gallon per hour or 1 gallon per hour drip emitters. Because the pumps we are using generate only low pressure, these emitters will not work in your system. They will clog. To finish, put your pump on a good timer that can be set for various cycles per day, each lasting a minute or more. Place the dripper into each Hugo. If you use our largest block, the Big Mama, use 2 drippers. Avoid watering for the first few days to allow the young plant to root into the block. Once the plant has rooted, start watering once a day for a few minutes. As the plant grows, you can give them 2 to 6 cycles per day and slowly increase the EC to 2.5 to 3.5. Always remember to keep the pH around 5.5 to 6. Another rule of thumb is to give less frequent but longer watering cycles if your plants are under low light. If under high light, like 1,000 watts, then water more frequently but with shorter cycles, about 1 to 2 minutes. But to prevent root disease, only water plants when they are receiving light. No light, no water. When using the Big Mama, always make sure you have a 3-inch well-rooted plant to put on top. Stick the drippers in like this and start watering right away. 30 seconds per hour or 1 minute every 2 hours. Why? Because the block is so tall that the top will get dry and prevent rooting in. Keep watering frequently every 1 to 2 hours and increasing the time as the plant grows. If you have several plants for your tray, it is convenient to have your tubing assembled in a square pattern. First, you'll cut your tubing to fit your tray. Then you'll cut your tubing in the center and attach a T-joint. You'll place your 1/2-inch tubing on that, and this will fit into your pump. Next, you'll put in an elbow joint in the corner, and last, you'll put a T-joint in the center of your tubing. When finished using the system, always flush it out with a garden hose for a few minutes. If you use the 1 gallon per hour emitters, switch to a 1/4 horsepower sump pump. Because of the higher pressure, always add zip ties around each connector like this. The drip system can essentially be used with any of our large products. Let me show you. Here is a grow slab where I transplanted plants onto. Insert a dripper into each grow block and water as you would for the larger blocks. The cool thing about these trays is they stack for easy storage. You can also place one of our plastic containers, such as this giant pot, on a bucket to create a single drip recirculating system. Choose a small pump to deliver enough solution for a single dripper. Use grow cubes in the giant pot or any other loose Grodan product. In this giant pot, we have clay pellets in the bottom for drainage and granulate on the top. For less water-hungry plants, grow cubes are an excellent choice. I'm going to take the lid off my pot, put the pump inside, make sure that tubing is through the grooves so it fits nice and flat. Bring my tomato plant up on top of the bucket. Take my watering sticks and put them on either side of the plant. We need two because this is a nice big tomato plant. And then we take our clay pellets and put them on the top to help against algae growth. Do not water for the first few days to encourage the plant to root into the grow cubes. Then water once per day so there is some drainage coming from the container. If you decide to use the container drip system, how much you water depends on how much Grodan you use. If it is all Grodan, such as grow cubes, then delay watering for a few days. With our absorbent granulate, you can wait even longer. If you decide to mix clay pellets with the Grodan, then water a bit more, but not as much as if you were using clay pellets alone. When plants are larger, always run the cycle long enough to get some drainage from the bottom of the container. Follow the same EC and pH guidelines as you did for the other setups.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you have found this video to be beneficial to you. For additional information on this and other similar topics, please visit Grodan101.com. The video that you have just watched is one of 9 topics in the Grow Smart series. To access the others, visit our website now.